Hello friends, this is Cold Run back with Final Fantasy Type-0, and we are here. I was going to try to head back to the Crystarium, or I think it's the Crystarium, the place where I could find the lore to read more, but before the mission, but it looks like that's not possible right now. Maybe after the mission briefing, or maybe after the mission. So everyone's here, let's check in. Pay close attention. Who's that? This was Jack, I'm guessing. I didn't see the name. 9, damn, okay. So 9 is kind of like slacker bro. I'm still trying to discern the difference between them. Is this Jack?
Huh? What is it?
For marching, do I have to come catch a few more wins before we go? I mean, they're kind of similar. They're both like kind of slacker, blonde slacker bros. I mean, this guy doesn't seem... 9 isn't so much a slacker. Yeah, no, he's kind of a slacker, I guess. Wait, is this 9? Oh, yeah, I was thinking of Ace. Yeah, so that's 9. Okay. You are... So it's the silver-haired duo that I have trouble figuring out the difference between. I think this is... This is the whip one, right? Cease?
What?
Yes, slice up some more Imperial scumbags. And I think you are... I have no earthly idea who you are. 7. Cease and 7. Okay. I'd say we've developed some really great teamwork over the last few missions. As long as we don't let the enemy break us up, we're virtually unstoppable. Okay. Are you Ace?
How may I enlighten you?
Trey, damn it. Okay, I'm so bad at this. True conviction and determination are admirable qualities, but nobility will not save one's life in the field. Nay, to survive, one must dare to be somewhat savage. Yeah, I have Pigeon chiming in to add emphasis to that section. So Trey is kind of a formal blonde dude. You are... are you Deuce?
Hey.
Cater. Say the new kids are so innocent, that's kind of cute. If they don't toughen up, their pure little hearts are going to get trampled out there. You are... No, you're Deuce.
Something the matter?
I must say your 2 new classmates are much stronger than I anticipated. Such a relief to fight alongside such reliable allies. I have no earthly... Are you... You're Ren, right?
Can I help you?
We can't choose the time we're born into, but we can still choose the way we live our lives now. You're
Let's
mocking.
do it.
There was never any competition for me back last second, but it's hard not to lose confidence on missions with you guys. I'm constantly reminded of how much more work I have to do. That's a tough challenge of whether it's good to be a big fish in a small pond or what. You're king. I know you because your mullet is kingly.
What?
What are you loafing around for? We got marching orders. You are 8, I think?
You okay?
Ace, okay. No matter what kind of weapons they throw at us, the Empire doesn't stand a chance. Where's 8? Where's Punchy McGee? Are you 8?
What's up?
Yeah, 8 has short hair because he's a monk. I don't know. I'm trying to make up many mnemonics. Everyone's still pretty shaken up about Toboreth, worried it might happen again. People practically jump at the mere mention of the wordless sea. And you are... Sync?
Can I help you?
If I would get to choose, I would definitely take some missions over homework. Sure, sometimes you get boo-boos and probably die. Like, I guess casualties aren't really a worry for her. But at least your brain doesn't hurt after a campaign. Unless you have trauma from bomb going off, which isn't like that unlikely. Okay. Let's talk to Moogle Boy first. Or Moogle, I don't know, they seem kind of gender neutral. Moggle. Did you receive your Protect spell from Commander Kurasami, Kupo? I'm sure it will come in handy in your next mission, Kupo. I did not. We're going to get a Protect spell?
At ease.
Your mission orders are as follows. Once you've reviewed your objective, head to the front lines. The infiltration of Iska. The Dominion army is mounting a campaign to retake Iska. A small task force will infiltrate Iska's fog-laden underground aqueducts. Aqueducts. Create a diversion using explosive magicite, and quickly occupy the area in the ensuing confusion. Visibility will be extremely limited, but Class 0 must navigate the waterways and position the magicite. Place this magicite in the energy reactors and detonate it to take out the town's power supply. Also equip a Protect spell before you deploy. Self-defense is the key to survival. Protect now available, nice. Can we talk to the Tonberry?
you come from? And where are you going?
We can't. That's also a very cool, like, lantern. It almost looks like it's not a lantern. It almost looks like it's an amulet with a lantern, like, lantern-shaped piece of jewel with a candle-shaped piece of jewelry in the middle, and that friggin' buzzsaw buster blade. Okay.
Ready for this?
All right, here goes.
Let's see if we can look at anything else before. Oh yeah, and let's equip the protect magic if we can. So, armament. Can I do it on Queen? Protera, yes. And then Trey has wall. Can I give Trey something other than the wall? No, let me give, so, alright, reserves. So let me switch King to the top. And then Deuce. Deuce has Kiraga, King has a Void. That's totally fine. Excuse my throat clearage. Alright, can we go to the Crystarium, or do we have to go to the mission? We'll see. We can go to the Crystarium. This is unexpected. Alright, let's see if we can, if there's anything I want to check out here. Annals of Orients. How do you... Is there a way to... Yeah, okay, R1. So we've done those. I'm not going to look at the videos again. The capture of Toboreth's Stronghold. Oh no, we've kind of seen this already. This is stuff we've seen. Empire's new Magitech armors. At the onset of the war, Empire's main strength was its fleet of warrior MAs. We've seen some of them in the forest around Toboreth as well as just all around. Although these mechs could easily handle regular Dominion legionaries, the only hope they had of defeating the cadets was to outnumber them. Moreover, victory against the Dominion's Eidolons was simply not possible, so MA pilots had no choice but to flee until the summoning had expired. Hoping to remedy their pernicious predicament, Imperial scientists devised the heavily armored Colossus and the airborne Helldiver MA models. Again, plenty of, I don't know about Colossus, but plenty of Helldivers in the Boshan Southern Front in 14, which in turn helped spur the development of other models which would aid the anti-Dominion offensive. One of these was the Dine-Slave, deployed in the invasion of Academia. This MA was equipped with a crystal jammer, a device that nullifies the power of enemy crystals, allowing the Empire to effectively paralyze all troops and Orients reliant upon their crystal for strength. I'm just going to skim this in. I won't necessarily read everything if that's okay. Only a Lassie could operate the jammer-mounted Dane-Slave. Okay. The other new model was the prototype Gabriel. Again, oh, that's super cool. Gabriel is again one of the challenge enemies, one of the solo, really tough, brutal, like solo boss enemies in Boshan Southern Front. A prototype Gabriel equipped with a magic shield capable of neutralizing the Dominion spells and piloted by Kadar Bashtar. Okay. Unlike the Crystal Jammer, it was simple enough for mortals to control, but unstable, prone to overheating. Okay, so it's not quite ready. That's why in the fight against Bashtar, it probably, like, it kept falling down, maybe? I mean, because the ship kept falling down. Both of these MAs were designed to disable the Dominion spells and Eidolons, as the Empire was keenly aware of the fact that the heavy-plated armor and high mobility alone would not be enough to counter the magic of the Vermilion Bird Crystal. Okay, super cool. Gosh, there's so much that I'm not seeing here. Historical personae. Yeah, let's check out some of these other ones. Nagi Minatsuji, 19-year-old male, 5'10". This smooth operator with a stunning smile. Do you have a stunning smile? Okay. Shows up unannounced and unexpected, and disappears just as suddenly. He operates as a liaison. I don't remember seeing Nagi. When do we meet Nagi? Probably in one of the tasks, briefly. He operates as a liaison between Class 0 and the other departments around academia, but his position does not excuse him from his duties as a cadet, and he always shows up sooner or later on large-scale missions. Carla. An overachiever with some of the highest grades in academia, Carla plays the part of goody two-shoes whenever her instructors are watching, but she forgoes the facade as soon as they turn their backs. Although she feigns benevolence, what really drives her is cold, hard Gil. She's adopted the moniker of Blazing Merchant, blazing her own business trails through the Dominion beyond. She sounds awesome. I mean, I don't know if I'd actually want to spend time with her in real life, but she sounds like a cool character. Carla will always go out of her way to help her fellow cadets, but only for the right price, of course. Okay. Mutsuki, this is Bomb Girl, right? Yeah, she is. A 15-year-old, an uncontrolled 4'9", Mutsuki Chiharano. An uncontrolled firecracker with a chip on her shoulder and a bomb in her bag. It's so casual. Yep, just bombs. Mutsuki has convinced herself the entire world's out to pick on her. It's not an Napoleon complex. It's something else. I'm not sure what the term for that is, if there is a term. With her explosive personality and constant bomb threats, this petite paranoiac? I know it's like maniac, but like paranoiac? I've never said that word out loud or even seen it. Leaves a lasting impression on everyone she meets. However, although she doesn't really realize it herself, Mutsuki is a brilliant inventor, and the Armory has even hired her to assist them on several projects. Quan we just met, right? Is Quan the guy in Sorcery? I don't remember. Again, it's all Quan Yobats. What a strange last name. I guess Yobatsu. I guess that could be just a Yobatsu. It could be just a Jap. No, I don't know what that is. The premier authority in all magical matters. Quan is more knowledgeable in... Was Quan the name of Queena's parent? Of like that the chef that like they learned from in Final Fantasy IX? I don't remember. Maybe. Feels familiar. Quan is more knowledgeable in spells and incantations than anyone else at Academia, including his instructors. 18. The search for the ultimate... Maybe Quan was the guy in the library that the girl across the way was looking at, was like, oh, he's super hot. The search for the ultimate spell is his sole raison d'etre, and he has no qualms about expressing his disinterest in all other matters. That does not, however, mean he is cold or asocial. If one were to engage in Quan in a conversation about magic or himself, he would gladly expound on the exquisite nature of either one at length. So he's got kind of an ego. Kazusa. Okay. In his youth, Kazusa, he looks like a younger, more attractive version of, who's the evil scientist from Final Fantasy VII? I can't remember his name at this moment. Come to me. He looks a little bit like that. In his youth, Kazusa attended Academia with Kurasame and Emina. Now, all three... Okay, so the fourth one was the Betrayer. Now, all three hold different positions at the school, but although they rarely find themselves working on the same task, their friendship remains just as strong as ever. It looked like Kurasame was coming to smack Kazusa down for that unrequested drugging, surprise drugging. His colleagues in the Armory condemn his crackpot theories, but he is nevertheless a brilliant, albeit somewhat quirky, scientist. Kazusa believes that personal boundaries are a thing of the ether. I don't know what I'm going to say. He's weird. Arya. This barely audible orderly was assigned to assist Class 0. She never speaks unless spoken to, and even then she doesn't say much, but one cannot help but sense something buried behind her breathy muttering and mumbling. She's 15. She looks so much younger than that. But I guess, sometimes 15-year-olds look young. Arya Lurakara. And we know for a fact, like from what the other orderly was talking about, that like Arya is the all-star of the orderlies, that she's incredibly competent and just kind of a little bit mumbly, but she's really capable. All right, Moogle Class 0. Hatsukamenai Otoyosna Arapuchi. I'm so happy with that name. Height 2-1, including pom-pom. Officially known as the Military Operation, Gender and Age Unknown, Military Operation Organization Guidance Logistic Expert on Moogle. Oh my god. Moogle is an acronym in this game. Okay. Z provided crucial support for Class 0 during the liberation of Academia. One of the youngest Moogles at the school, Z did not belong to a particular group of cadets until Class 0 showed up, at which point the administration selected her for the job. I'm screenshotting this because I think it's so cool that they're using neo-pronouns for these characters. And not just random made-up ones, like these are ones that people actually use. Moogle's classes first, 2nd, 3rd. Z takes pride in her position as assistant to Class 1st, long regarded as the strongest cadets in the Dominion. Until now. Ever since Class 0... Oh, they're getting to that. Ever since Class 0 came along and upstaged her kids, however, Z has come to view the Crimson Cape cadets as rivals. This Moogle expects the most out of herself and others, but Z also bears great respect for anyone who puts forth a solid effort. Z will often even... Oh my god, pigeon what? Okay. Z will even reward Class 0 in accordance with the amount of time they have spent exploring Orients. I'm currently multitasking by smacking my cat on the butt as I read. Class 2nd Moogle. Highly confident in herself and her Class 2nd cadets, Z can come off as somewhat overbearing, often offering her sound advice without being asked. Which was the Moogle that was just outside the door? Was that Class 2nd? I think that was Class 2nd. However, Z has also enjoyed great success on the battlefield, so her words of wisdom, welcome or otherwise, come from a place of considerable experience. Yeah, I think that was the one that was just outside the door that was a special asshole to me. Class 3rd Moogle. Detached and honestly quite depressing, Z is a Moogle with few words. Z is rather shy, rarely speaking unless spoken to. Once you get to know her, however, Z will transform into an ever-flowing fountain of sarcasm and negativity. I immediately relate to Class 3rd Moogle. Still, her persistent pessimism is just part of her charm. I'm going to hold off on the others. Oh, God, pigeon your claws. No, let's keep going. Gosh, how are we on time? Let me finish off the Moogles, and then I'll call it for... and then I'll move on for now. Class 4th Moogle. Do we get to see the other, what they look like? Unless the Class 4th, 5th, and 6th Moogles all look like this, but I kind of doubt it. Class 4th Moogle. Compassionate and kind-hearted. Her pleasant personality is quite befitting of the Moogle in charge of Academia's healing class. That's what Class 4th is about. Okay. Z cares deeply about the well-being of all cadets regardless of class assignment, occasionally working herself into a state of worried anxiety. Z also tends to believe anything Z hears, and sentinel ability leads her to be a little too trusting. Class 5th Moogle. Love, friendship, hard work, justice, and your bros. Oh, okay, I recognize this with the bro talk. According to her, those 5 things are all one needs to succeed in life. Z is a passionate Moogle, encouraging her Class 5th cadets and all others to do their best and strive for greatness. Less impression cadets, however, are quick to dismiss her sermons, countering with detached derision. Yeah, they seem... Z seems a little bit very sincere. Like, very sincere. Class 6th Moogle. A bit of an airhead, this Moogle always seems to have her head in the clouds. Z always speaks her mind with no filter, unaware of social taboos of faux pas. Z also has... Ow! Z also has a bit of an inferiority complex. He's playing with teeth. Harboring one-sided feelings of rivalry toward the more celebrated black mages in Class 3rd, in particular toward the Class Moogle. So, which was Class 3rd? Okay, Class 3rd was Black Mage. Okay. Class 7th Moogle. The scatterbrained Moogle always tries her hardest, but almost always comes up just short of her goal. Nevertheless, Z always means well, and Z only works so hard because Z cares deeply about her cadets. The healers in Class 7th acknowledge her good intentions and think very highly of her. Class 8th, this chivalrous Moogle has taken... Oh, this is the knowing tag Moogle. Has taken upon herself the admirable task of collecting knowing tags once belonging to those who fell in battle. Z fancies herself a noble soul, even going out of her way to reward any cadet who retrieves IDs from the field and returns them to her. I don't know what Class 8th does. I guess it's just a general class. Class 9th, though. Let's see about... This is the one that sounds sketchy, that's like has secret stuff going on. Much like the allegedly good-for-nothing losers Z oversees, this Moogle is nothing but a fun-loving fool, or at least so Z would like others to believe. In actuality, however, Z is composed and cautious, and her cadets are agents from Dominion Intel Section 4. Okay, so they're like a spy class. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Oh, change, you can see the other Moogle. So this is the spy Moogle. Okay, I see now. Given the nature of Class 9th secret missions, the Moogle has a great deal of empathy with Class 0 cadets. So let me go through these once more. So Class 1st, Class 2nd is confident and like wearing, it's like armored up. Class 3rd is the dick. No, Class 3rd is not the dick. Class 3rd is super negative, but kind of black magey. So I like that eye hat. 4th is the healer who has like flowers, so that's going to be easier to remember. 5th wears fewer clothes than the others, but Z does wear pants. In Class 6th is the black mage, but kind of inferior, feels inferior to the other black mages. Okay. Class 10th. Convinced of her scholastic superiority, this Moogle fancies herself quite the intellectual. In spite of her elitist attitude, however, her comments occasionally miss the mark. Of course, Z bears no ill will. In fact, Z has every intention of assisting others with her advice. The condescending tone is purely coincidental. So the glasses, very scholarly, and everyone who wears glasses is pretentious, myself included. Class 11th Moogle. The true intellectual... Oh shit, that's glasses times 20,000. The true intellectual among the Moogles at Academia, Z is devoted to her research. Z would even go so far as to pawn her pom-pom for the sake of science. That sounds painful. A quick thinker, Z has a lot on her mind and is more than willing to share those thoughts with whomever will listen. Okay, Class 12th Moogle. What are you wearing? You're like patchwork, but a gear or a flower petals on your face. You're a strange one. Charged with controlling a class of unfettered free spirits. Okay, there we go. This Moogle has nearly reached her wit's end. The Class 12 cadets' lack of cooperation has driven her to neurosis. More than anything, Z hopes to find a way for her cadets to utilize their talents and make a positive contribution to society. Unfortunately for her, however, the kids have nary a concern for Dominion society, seeing as they are all doing quite well in their own little worlds. Okay. So Class 12 is selfish and flaky, much like myself. Oh, before I wrap up, because I'm not going to go through all these right now, let me check out the Rubrum Cactuar. Look at that! Look at that regal motherfucker. Age and gender and age unknown. Although this Cactuar's master no longer exists in this world, the spiny speedster still sprints around the halls of Academia. The former attendant to one of the 4 champions of Rubrum is so fast that few people claim to have actually seen this fleet-footed flora with their own eyes. I saw them once. Many around the school hope to ask this prickly pal the truth regarding the fall of the 4 champions. Cactuar would be happy to answer their questions, but only if they catch the little pincushion first. Okay, so if I see it, I really have to get to it quickly. Okay, that's going to be enough for me from the Crystarium for now. I've settled into the idea of just kind of seeing a little bit at a time. I think it would be unhelpful for me to just kind of blaze through it all at once because I just will remember so little of it. So I think I like the idea of going through it in chunks. Thanks to our new friends at Skysoar Airlines, our commuter shuttles are back at... Damn it. Academia has resumed commuter shuttle service to locations around Aruba. The number of destinations will increase as the Dominion expands its sphere of influence.
Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, so is that how we're supposed to... Where are we supposed to go for now? Not yet, so we're not supposed to use it just yet. Can we even go there to see if it looks any different? You are the healing Moogle. Promise to heal you up as good as new, no matter the injury. Just please promise me you'll make it back in one piece. Okay. You are the scholarly, but not super scholarly. Just how much destruction the LSC are capable of. So exercise caution. Okay. Info. Our airships are fully operational once more, but only legally permitted to... Okay. So they can only go within Ruben's sphere of influence. Okay, so there's going to be Gil. Have to pay for non-mandatory travel. Okay. So how, though? Can I talk to you and... So we can go to Migo, and it's only... I thought Migo was under... No, I guess that makes sense, because when we did the Migo expert trial, that was... I'm not going to go there right now, but like when we did the Migo expert trial, that was like a friendly mission, wasn't it? It was like a joint mission that was still Dominion territory. No, it couldn't have been. I thought Migo wasn't our territory yet, but maybe in the canon of the game we still took it back even without us.
We're counting on you.
Break your... Okay. I'm... my full attempts... I'm skipping some of these just because a lot of them feel pure flavor text, and so like let me know if I should, if it'll be worth it, you think, to just talk to everyone on the way. I'm leaning away from doing it because it just feels a little bit wasty, but I'm also not opposed to it. You know, always kind of fun to read that sort of stuff. So you are the black mage, but who's envious of the other black mage, Movable. I despise those awful Lassie Kupo. They're nothing but trouble. They should just stay off the field and leave us alone, Kupo. Yeah, superheroes are creepy.
Good luck to you.
Okay, excuse me again.
Good luck.
Researchers at the Imperial Munitions Factory are working night and day to produce a suspicious new prototype. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound great. Yeah, so that's the thing. There's sometimes really good nuggets there, so maybe I'll just skim them, and if they seem like they're saying anything interesting, I'll actually slow down and read it.
I'm rooting for you.
Lassie are physically unable to disobey the will of the crystal, right? I guess that means there won't be any Lassie revolution anytime soon. What a relief. That sounds like it's signaling a Lassie revolution in the near future, but maybe not. So we're going to save here. And we're going to press on a little bit more. We'll see if we can... I don't know if this will end up being a super long session. No, you know what? Let's just... Because it's been about a half hour. This is probably a good place to stop it. Next time... Yeah, I'm going to call it here, and next time we'll continue with the main quest. Which is a kanji I've learned recently. Which, sort of. No, it's actually not. The kanji I learned recently was Kokoro, was the harder mind kanji. This looks like Kokoro with like a bottom left to top right slash, or top right to bottom left slash through it. So I don't know what that is. So anyway, that's going to be it for me for now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. All right, bye-bye.